sound and visuals. Hello, everyone. So I'm missing one of my lights. How are you doing, Mama?
Doing all right. How are you this evening?
Doing all right. Didn't forget to get this pulled up on my phone, so let me fix that problem real quick. But I actually have something to share today. I pulled out my VR headset recently, or more accurately, yesterday, and played some Beat Saber for a bit, and that was lots of fun. I am still capable of doing some of the higher levels in some of the songs, so that's good. Even though I haven't played that in forever.
Yeah, Beat Saber is fun.
And I see we have Chip Sounder in the chat. How are you doing tonight, Chip Sounder? Yeah, I definitely need to find more VR games to play, but Beat Saber, and I've got the full version of Quiver now, which is a VR archery game. I think there's a Space Pirate battle trainer game that's pretty popular that I want to get. There's Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is really good in VR. Phasmophobia exists in VR, although I'm not entirely certain how much I want to play that one in VR, since that one's a scary game. I've got a couple other games that can be played in VR, but I'm not sure how good they are.
Yeah, I know after playing Quiver, my arm felt it as if I had actually been repeatedly drawing a bow.
I'm sure if I had actually been using like a real bow, that my arm would feel it in a different way than VR archery, but it is still interesting how much of a workout VR is when it's literally just moving your body around. And now it's true that it's a little bit more vigorous than just sort of like regularly existing, but still, like, it can be a pretty intense workout.
I found it extremely interesting that it was so difficult to step over a cliff edge in VR, knowing fully that I am on flat floor.
Yeah, like it's and it's not as if the visual quality is like flawless. Like you can still tell like you're wearing a VR headset. All of the stuff around you is fake, but it's real enough that the brain is like must preserve self. So I don't know.
Yeah, I had to shut my eyes to take that step forward.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely definitely an experience. I've seen a game where you use your hands to fly in VR. I wonder if that would help me overcome my own fear of heights. Knowing that one, it's a game, and two, like just having that sense of control helps a ton. But it doesn't even need to be in VR. Like, I'll be playing a game like Assassin's Creed where the character's climbing all sorts of stuff, and I still get all sorts of nervous when I'm like super high up and my character can die. And it's just like, it's a game. Like, there's no actual real risk here, but I don't know. It's silly. Alright. Well, that was the only thing I had, so unless you've got something, are you ready for some Sudoku?
Yep.
Alright, our first puzzle for today is going to be the return.
Uh-oh. I wonder if
The
it's on my
return.
end.
It should have been on my end, because I didn't have it pulled up. Or at least it wasn't the top level underneath OBS. Anyway.
Well, no, I just noticed that you're all frozy on my screen.
Oh. Can you see the puzzle?
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to hit the stop streaming button. And then I'm going to stream again. And then if you make sure to click on it so that way you can rejoin the stream.
It's thinking.
But if it's Discord that's the issue, then you might need to... What is...
Oh, it may just be. Oh, I think it's mine. It's on my end.
Yeah. If
Go on and
it's
do what you
Discord...
need to do. No, it's the computer's being goofy again.
Okay.
So I'm going away, but I'll come back.
Okay. Well, I can go ahead and get the link to the puzzle in the chat. So the return of the Smorios.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
And here we go. And I can read the rules. The Return of the Smorios by Chip Sounder. Keeping conflict checker off is requested for this set. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. Cells in the same relative position within a box cannot contain the same digit. Cells separated by marshmallows are consecutive white dot, and cells separated by an Oreo are a 1 to 2 ratio black dot. Now, there's some fancy things we can do with the settings if we go in here and do question mark. And then we can do setting stuff. So I'm going to go into the settings real quick and see if we can do conflict checker equals off. Setting, let's see, I'm going to different it over here real quick. Sudoku, pad, history, Sudoku pad. So this would be question mark, setting, hyphen, conflict checker equals off. Let's try that. And then if I put a 1, and then 1, haha! Then I can do that without changing it for all the puzzles. Alright. We are still waiting for Mama, so I don't want to get started quite yet. Oh, so, oh, sounds like Mom's back.
And it looks like it's working now.
Yay, you can see the puzzle and stuff?
Yeah, it just it decided just randomly freeze up like it does once in a while.
Yeah,
It's random.
it does happen. Um, all right. We have our puzzle. And I turned off the conflict checker.
Okay.
So let's get started here. Well, the easiest one is something like this with the Oreo dots that are in a 1 to 2 ratio. We know that they're 1, 2, 4, 8. The middle has to be 2 or 4. But there are only 2 chains, 1, 2, 4, or 2, 4, and 8. So both 2 and 4 is going to be a requirement, which means that this one over here has to be 3, 6. Now we know it has to be from these digits, because if you think about doubling, if the smallest digit was a 5, then it would double to a 10, which we can't use. So that immediately eliminates 5 and up as being the smallest digit. So 1 can double to 2, 2 can double to 4, and 4 can double to 8. That gives you a chain 1, 2, 4, and 8. And then we haven't used 3 yet, so 3 doubles to 6, but that's it. That's the only way that that chain works. So we know that it has to go like so, and then this one is going to have to be 1 or 8, and so the opposite side of that has to be 2 or 4. The rest are 5, 7, and 9.
Well, and the last in column 5, yeah, is 3 or 3, 6, yeah.
For the same reason that this one had to be 3 or 6 is because this has to take up 3 of the 4 from 1, 2, 4, and 8, so we can't have 5 from that group.
Well, and in box 5, the marshmallow, 6 cannot connect to 4.
All right, so that's a 3, that's a 6 here. 1, 3, 5, but it's a black black Oreo. So this is a 2 or 6. And we've got 3 or 6 here, so 3 would pair with 2 or 4, and 6 would pair with 5 or 7. And now, since we've got 3, 6 eliminated from this one, we know that these are from the 1, 2, 4, 8 group. Now, this one on the corner normally couldn't be 1 or 8 because of the set of 3, but because it bends around and these two aren't in the same box, this one could be 1 or 8. Now, this one can't be a 1. Yeah, okay. Because of the marshmallow it's on, and if it was a 1, the marshmallow would require a 2, and the Oreo would also require a 2. So we can remove 1 as a possibility there.
You can remove 1 from the cell above it as well, for the same reason.
So now we're going to have a 4 as one of those two. Now, this one's even, so this one's going to have to be odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now, we can't put 5, 7, or 9 on it because of the Oreo. So,
and it can't be 1 either because those would both be 2.
Right. So that's going to give us a 3 paired with a 6.
And the Oreo in row 3 sees the 3, 6, so it can't be 3 or 6. It has to be from 1, 2, 4, 8.
Now, it can't not have a 2 or a 4 on it. Because if it didn't have a 2 or a 4, it would be 1 or 8. So that 2 or 4 that's required on here is going to pair with this one to remove 2 and 4 as a possibility from this. And now this has to be odd, so this must be even, so 6 and 3. Now this one can't be a 1 for reasons we've discussed earlier down here. So this is going to be 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Now the 3 over here and the 3 over there, remove 3 as a possibility. And I delayed looking at this long enough, I think. If this was a 2, it would have to go up to a 3 or go down to a 1, but you can't have a 1 in the middle of 2 marshmallows, because then it would have 2 2s on both sides, and we've got a 3 right next to it. So we can remove 2 as an option. A 4 can't go down to 3, so that would be a 5, a 6, and a 7, which I'm not immediately seeing as an issue. 8 can't go up to 9 because it'd have to go back down to 8. So if this was an 8, it would go down to 7. 6, 5. Gives us a 5, 7 pair. And we know we have 2 and 4 used up, so 2, 4, 5, 7, and 6 are all gone. Although those could be an 8, 9 pair.
Well, I mean, we know 9 has to be one of those two, but...
Yeah. Although the 9's not really that helpful in the rest of the puzzle. Alright, well, we might as well mark these 2. Although this one, because of the 3 over here, must be 1, 2, 4, or 8. Oh, and for similar reasons, the 2, 4 has to align. This one cannot be 2 or 4 then, because that 2, 4 pairs with that 2, 4. I guess that gives us 5, 6, 7, and 9. The 6 here and here are going to remove 6s. Yeah, and then this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. This marshmallow, if we ignore the 1 for a second, because the 1 only pairs with the 2, then 2, 4, and 8 is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Although I guess that's not particularly helpful, because nothing is really looking at that. Alright, last thing.
6 in cell 3 of the box eliminates 6 from cell 3 of the boxes 3 and 9. Because the disjoint set.
Right. So 6 is removed from these 2. It's going to give us 5, 7, and 9, but more helpfully, give us a 6 here. And
well, and the
3 is an option, which
it was
already removed from there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we look at 6s, we've got those 2, and here, and there,
Box
and
8.
there. Oh, that one's a 6. Well, we already know that one's not an option. But I guess this isn't that helpful for the rest of it. Hmm.
3 can be placed in box 1 if you look at where they are in box 4.
Right. That moves 3 and 6 as an option. So those 6s
3 can be placed in box 8.
Where else can 3 go? There, there. There. Although not top right or the top middle. Not particularly sure exactly how helpful that is, but it's still an option. Alright. 5, 7, 9, and 1 or 8. Three, 6, and 5, 7. And we know 4 is removed because those can't be 2 and 8. Alright, well, I haven't placed digits across this yet. 6 is gone. 3 is gone from the bottom. Is there anything else I know about it? Guess not. Which means there's no real point in placing digits on it yet. What am I missing? I've already placed the 3s where they can all go, and I've placed the 6s where they can all go. So there's got to be something else that's useful. I almost want to look at this cell, or that cell, or things like the 9 that's required over here. This cannot be both 2 and 4. It has to have 1 or 8. But that's already sort of encoded in what's over here.
Oh, the left side of the Oreo in row 3. If it's a 1, it goes to 2, but then it goes up over a marshmallow. and it can only go to 1 for what's in that marshmallow,
All
so it
right.
cannot be 1, 2,
So
which
then
places the 1 over in right.
2 goes to 1.
And the 4, 8 makes that 1, 3, 9 in box 3.
Four eight's going to remove 8. 4, 8, and 3. This one isn't a 6. Some more digits than I was hoping. So maybe we ignore that one. And over here, 1, 3, 9, and 4, because 4 has to be one of those two. Now these two cannot be 6. Although not that helpful. So I might remove all of that. Remove all of that. These two are the same, and they have to go as one of those three. But since we know that those two are the same, because this one is different, then we know that those two can't be red. So that one has to be. So then red's one of those three. That ends up being one of those three. Can't be there. Don't feel that useful.
Alright. In each box,
Mm-hmm.
we still need a red in cell 3 and cell 9. And the only ones that are possible in cell 3, where else is possible in cell 9?
Cell 9's already taken care of.
Oh, right. Okay. So cell 3, it's one of those two. Yeah, I totally overlooked where the cell 9 one was.
No, 2 and 1 means those two can't be. So this isn't a 1. 4 is now a requirement, so that's a 4. Excuse me. 4 is a requirement here, so this is a 2. So that can't be a 2, that's a 1.
And above the 2 is a 4.
Right. And 5 and 7. 5, 5, not 5s. And then I think, I can say 5 and get rid of the coloring. 4, 8 is 3, it can't be a 5, and then 7 or 9.
Column 5, you can place the 1.
Alright, 1's not there, it's here. 4, 8, and 2, I think. 4, 8, 7, 9. 4, 8, 7, 9.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting why this one couldn't be a 1. Oh, because this one couldn't be a 2. That's why. Okay. Sure. Alright. Chip Sanders says, been something there for a while now. Look at the 3rd position. Where are 5, 7, and 9? Well, we've got 1 here.
There's a 4-8 pair because you can't have a 2 up there in box 3.
Right, this is the 2 here. 4, 8 pair. So then that makes this 5, 7, and 9. 3, 9, 4. These two aren't 6.
I like the ninth position, please.
Seven, 2, 4, 5, and 6. 2 is gone.
Well, 2 is actually gone in column 3 because there's a 2 in column 3.
That's true.
Okay, that took care of the cleaning up the position.
Six is gone. 3, 4, and 5 is gone from here. This can't be a 1. But 3, 4, and 5 being removed means this can't be a 4 either. So where is 4 in this block? Can't be either of these, and it can't be there. And it being there, so 4 has to go in the middle.
Well, and there's 4s in rows 4 or 5 and 6.
So there's our 4. I'm starting to see some patterns with the digits, like all of the 6s are in the bottom row in the middle column of boxes, and the 4s and also the 6s are in different rows.
Well, they have to be.
Yeah, but they're all, the 6s are all like that.
Okay.
And then, okay, now the 4s and the 6s don't have a pattern going across that is similar. But if I look at the 1s are only in that band.
This is going to be a roping.
Although that's not true in this column. It's true of the 3s, but not of the 6s. So maybe not. Maybe I'm just seeing things that aren't going to be there. Because the 6 ended up in the top row over here. places where 9 can go. Because this can be anything except for 3, 6, and 4.
Can't be 5. There's a 5 in that position in box 4.
Right. So here's a 5 and here's a 5, which we already sort of knew looking at the third positions earlier. Four, 8, 3, and 7. These two can't be 1. Three, 4, 5, and 6. This one can't be a 5 because of the 4 and the 6 here. This one can't be a 2 because this one can't be a 1. And if it was a 2, it would pair with a 3. But then how would this one work? It would be 1 and 6, which doesn't work. So that's not a 2. And now 3, since we removed 2 as a possibility, and there's a 4 there, that can't be a 3. So now, if I look in the top right positions, top left, position number 1, where all can a 3 go? That's not a 3, that's not a 3, that's not a 3. We just ruled 3 out of this one. No, 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 and no. So that's the only 3. So this one isn't a 3. So we get 1, 2, or we get 8. And either 7 or 9. Three, 6, 1, 4, and also not a 5. Which means where's 5 in this row? Well, it has to be in the last box. And this can't be a 5 because there's 4 and 6. So there's our 5. That's not a 5. Five and 6 are gone. Seven, 9 pair in column 6. Gives us a 4, 8 pair. Actually, we know those two are the same. No, we know that those two are different. And then this one's also blue. Got a red blue pair. Hmm. Missing something. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9.
Highlight cell position 1, please. Okay.
Got 5, 7, 9 there. But you need one more in the group. Although this one, oh, it's this one that is that one. But if that one had been different, it would have been a different puzzle. I was hoping it could rule out 4 and 8 from that one, but it doesn't look like it.
That's 4. That's 8. That's 4.
This one can't be 5. Six is gone. 3 is gone from those two.
All right. Highlight row 2, column 6. Row 1, column 9. And the 4, 8 in column 7, or in row 7, excuse me. If if you have 4 in shoot, how did I work that out in my head? If if box 2 is 8, that has to be 8. Shoot, I thought I saw something that it made it be the same thing. That's 4. Has to be 8. That has to be 4. Ah. Okay. Apparently I can't see now what I thought I saw before.
Darn.
If it's that's 8, that has to be 4. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what I was trying to follow before.
I think that's what would happen. We could try the other way. Because this ended up being 3, 6 in this direction. If we get a 4 here, we get an 8 there. This would have to be a 3 because it couldn't be a 5. So it's going to give us 1 and 2. Then an 8 would be required here. That would be a 4. This one would have to be a 4 because these two are in the same group. So then this one would be an 8. Oh. Does that mean this can't be a 2? Because it was 4, 8 the other way. If this was a 2, you'd have a 4, you'd have a 6, and you'd have a 3. This would be an 8, that would be a 4, that would be a 4, that would be a 3, and those would conflict. So this isn't a 2. Four, 8 going across. 7, 9 going across. Now we've got 7 9s. This one has to be blue. Because it conflicts with red.
Takes blue out of the column.
This one cannot be blue or red now. So this is a 5. So then that one has to be red.
Column 9 has a 139 triple.
139. Oh, and the 9.
Which makes blue 7.
7 and 2.
Which means position 9 in box 7 cannot be 1 or 9 because it's accounted for in boxes 3, 6, and 9.
Right. That's an 8, which is not red or blue. That's not an 8. This one, oh, not one.
The rest of
Let's
it, yeah.
remove those. This one is into blue. I don't need the coloring anymore. Where's one? It's one of those two.
Row 7 has a 2, so the 2 comes out in box 8. Or I'm sorry, row 8. I can't count. So that's a 4-8 pair in column.
2.
Yeah. 2 comes out of box 9.
It's not in the bottom left anymore. But otherwise, it doesn't seem to be heavily restricted very much.
No.
I am taking forever on this puzzle.
Uh, 4 comes out of column 8 in
And these aren't required to have a 1 and a 2 on it. Because it can be 3, 6, and 8, and 7 or 9 just fine. Although, let's say these didn't have 1 and 2 on it. So this was 3, 6, and 8, and 7 or 9. That would be a 4, which would not pair with the 3. Because the 3 would be there if this didn't have 1 and 2 on it in one of those positions. So that takes out 1 and 2 from everywhere else.
There's a 5 in position 1.
So this isn't a 5, not a 5. This one isn't a 9, which is also removed from over here.
It's a 4-8 pair.
Takes 8 out.
That puts 5 in column 8 in box 3. There's a 7 in row 5. If if the if the marshmallow in box 6 is 7-8,
Mm-hmm.
then that's 3-4 in the marshmallow below it. And cell 1 in that column is a 6. Oh, that would just be 2-1. Never mind. For some reason, I don't know what I thought my. Doesn't that. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
Where can I have a 5 in blue? This 5 in red removes it from blue in column 1. 7 isn't 5, 3 isn't 5, and this 5 actually removes it from that whole column. So it had to be one of these. And these two,
Yeah.
or this one is on an Oreo, so it
Yep.
can't be there. This one, it already has a 5 in the box, so this one has to be a 5.
Where? Oh, never mind. Yeah, where's not? No, 9 is over there.
It's one of those three. 5 is going to place 7 and 5. Seven is going to reflect up to there.
And in box 1,
Which I guess this 7 already
yeah.
should have done.
No, no, no. We're so close here.
Yeah. Seven takes out 7.
Well, in row 9, the 4 has to be in box 7. No, it doesn't, because there can be a 4 over there. But the 8 comes out because there is an 8 in row 9.
Now I've got 2 from 1, 3, and 9.
Oh, you're looking at 4-8.
Yeah.
Box 9, cell 8.
Oh.
1 and 9 is not in 4-8.
I wish there was a 2-9 somewhere. That could align with one of those two. I'm missing something. Very clearly missing something. This cell has a lot of digits in it still.
Mm-hmm.
So does that one. But most other things are pretty restricted. I've been trying to look at this one and ask if it's a 4 and an 8, it's going to give me a 5. It's going to give me a 2-6 pair there. So that would end up being 7. You get 2, so that would be a 6. So that would pair with a 3. So that would have to be 5. Okay, but then if it's the other way around, you get an 8, you get a 9. 9 places a 1. The 2-6 pair makes a 5. But then what? That doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. Or maybe I'm just not following it far enough. Alright, let's just make sure these are all properly set.
It's box 6.
Thought I clicked in it.
That looks very circusy.
Yeah. Alright. The blue group is only missing the 4-8 pair, so that's fine. Chip Sounder says, row 9, column 7, can that be a 3? I don't see why not. If it was a 3, then you would have to get an 8 and a 7 and a 9. If that's an 8, that gives you 1 and 2, and then you get a 3 here.
But
So
you've got a 3
why.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
And if it's not 3, it's 1, 2. So that can't be, yeah. That can't be a 3.
Could be any of those. Does that lead to needing to ask if this can be a 4? Because if this is a 4, then that is an 8 and a 7 or 9. A 1, 2, and a 3, 6. Yeah, 7, 9. And if this is a 9, then it's a 9.
Oh, 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 oh. Yes.
I have 1, 3, 9 in blue, so that's not that helpful because we don't need to look at the others in this group. Yellow, I guess maybe I want to look at red as well.
Sorry about all the muttering.
No worries.
a VTO popped up for tomorrow. It's like, yes, I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Nice.
I didn't want to work 60 hours this week.
60 hours is definitely grueling hours. Not pleasant at all. The 8 in column 1 in red. There is no 8 in these, so it is going to have to be one of those. So that does remove an 8 from there.
Well, okay. Column 7. If cell 9 is a 4. No. Yeah. I may have just looped my thinking again. Or wait a minute. Right, then that has to be a 9. And if cell 9 is a 9, then that's a 4. Okay, yeah. If column 7, cell 9 is a 9, then the 4 has to be in the 4-8. So neither way, that red cannot be a 7. Minor, but it was something maybe.
Wait, why couldn't this be 8 and 7? If this
Because
was a
if
9?
if that's a 9, where's the 4 in the column?
Oh, right. 4, 7.
The 8 is in column 1 in red. Oh, is that what
Yeah,
was
it
already? Okay.
got the 8 there already.
So in reds, oh, it doesn't matter because 7 is the only 2 spots in those in
Yeah.
column 1 anyway in red.
This was a 3, that's a 6, that's a 7. This has to be 1, 2. So that would be 9, 8, 4, 4. Get an 8 there. So this is 1 or 9. Then to being an 8. 1, 2, 8, 9. And 3 would be gone. 4, 5, and 6. Okay.
There's position 2 has a 6. So in box 1, the 6 comes out of position 2.
If we look at this one right here, it's part of this group. If this was not an 8, right, it was a 1 or a 9, then this one would be 2 or 8. Then what would this one be? It's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 at the moment. If this is not an 8, then we get 1, 3, and 9 removed from those 3 in red. Then this has to have either 2 or 8.
And that gives you a 2, 7, 8 triple in that box.
Yeah. Yeah, but this has to have 2 or 8, so 2 and 8 is removed, which would make this a 7. So that would be a 2, a 1. So that would have to be an 8. And you get a 2, 5 pair there. But 1 and 2, it makes this 3, 6, and 7. So this would be 9 and 8 and 4. And 3. I thought I ran into a contradiction up here. I said if this was a 4, you get 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. But then this is 1, 8, 9. No, because that one ends up being a 7. So was it the other way around? 4, 3, 1, 2? No, this is 3, 6. So that's wrong. 8, 7, 1 and 2, 6. Okay. But that was just operating under the assumption that this was not an 8. Although, yeah, and 2, 7, 8 just forces 1 and 2. And 7, you get a 2, 5 pair here. 1 and 2 makes 3, 6, and 7. So that would be a 9, an 8, and 4 left over. So yeah, I don't have a contradiction though. Because this one ends up being 3. So that one ends up being 3. You get 1, 9 in both of those. Yeah, and I ran out of spaces where a contradiction can be. So if this was 4 and this was 3, that makes this one the 1, 2, a 7 and an 8. A 9 here makes this one 3, and this one 1, 8. Ah, but this is also 1, 3, so this one is being forced to be 8. This one's a 6, a 5, and a 7. 1, 2, 8, 9 loses its ability to be 8. 9 here. Messed something up. This is 8 and 7. Get 4 and 3, 9, 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, 9. I need the disjoint highlighting. Chip Sounder says I need the disjoint highlighting.
Oh.
So, yeah, I can mark those in red. And I can mark these in blue. But, I mean, I guess continue red and blue. And I guess maybe for funsies we do yellow like this.
Globally.
So, I forgot yellow there. Okay. Alright. Alright, if I look at these 3, and I ask the question, what if this wasn't an 8? Then I get a 1, 3, 9 triple. So that's a 2, 8, 2, 7, 8. And then where does that get me? Well, 2, 7, 8 would force a 1 and a 2. So get a 7 here. If that's 1, 2, this is 3, 6, a 7 here. 3 places 9, 8, and 4. If this is an 8, then that's a 4, that's an 8, This is a 4, and this is an 8. 4 and 8. 1, 9 is going to place a 4 here. And this one ends up being 3. So then these are both 1, 9s. 1, 9 pair places a 3. And that's no longer a 3. 1, 2, 8, 9, 7. 7's removed as a possibility. And so is... I was going to say 1, 9, but no, it's not. 1, 4, 7, 9. 7 is gone.
4 in the
4
row.
is gone. 1, 9 pair. This has to be a 7. A blue 4 here makes this an 8 and that a 4. I have a red 1, 9. And so I get a 2, 8 pair in red. Two, an 8, and a 7 means this one's the 2, that one's the 8. 1, 2, and 9.
One's out from the row.
2, 5, 5, 9. 2, 5, and 9 force this one to be a 1. That's a 9, so this is a 1. Yeah, but I'm getting super far with no contradictions. That I'm seeing, at least.
What's the white dot? There might be more to that comment, but I can't see it if there is.
No, that was all of it.
Oh, okay. What if you ask? Original cell is an 8.
So that was asking if this cell was an 8. Then we get 4 and 8. A 4 here. That's a 4, so this is a 9. That means this is a 3. So 1 and 2. 7 and 8. 6. This would be a 5. A 9. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2, 8. Yellow already has an 8, so 8's gone from those two.
Well, and the 9 yellow in box 1 goes to an 8 below it. Did I? No, okay.
You said what again?
Box 1, the yellow 9 goes to an 8 below it because of the
4, 1, 9. 4 is gone. 7, 8,
9
9.
is gone.
9 is gone from blue. 1 is gone from blue. So this is 7. That one's 8. So this one has to be a 2. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. 8 is
2 and 8.
gone.
2's gone from red.
1, 3, 9. And then this one, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 7 and 8 is gone. 3 is gone.
Where's 4 in red?
We'd have to go here.
Yeah.
This is 1 or 3. 3, 9, not a 3. 3, 9, not a 1 because this is a 1. That's a 2, so that's not a 2. 1, 3, and 9 makes that a 7. Gives that a 4. 2, 5, 7. 2 where?
In row, places a 1 in row 5. No, a 9 in row 5. Blah.
This one's a 1. That's a
Places
9.
the 2 in box 4. The 7, 8.
1. 6. And then, yeah. I'm not seeing a contradiction yet here either. 4, 8, 4, 8, 2. I thought I had ruled everything out of this one at one point, which is why I was going down that line. Four, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Makes these a 2, 5 pair. 1, 8, 9. 1 is gone, 9 is gone, so that would end up being an 8. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 8, and 9 are all gone. It's 3 or 7. Then this is a 3, so that ends up being a 7. 2, 5 pair makes that a 6. Yeah, I think what I'm just gonna do is 4, 8, 4, 8. We're just gonna do both of them. One, 2, 8, 9. 1 and 2. 8. 3, 9. 3 is gone. It's gone from those. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 8, 7. 1, 3, 1, 3. That would have to be an 8. 8 is gone. 1, 3, 9 would make that an 8. 8, 1, 2, 9, 9. Now I have 2 1s. 1, 9. That's a 3. That's a 7. That's what I messed up. 3, 9. 4, 8 in both of those positions. This one, 4 would be gone, 8 would be gone. So 4 would be gone, 8, 4, and 8. 6. 6 is gone from that side. 5. 2 would be gone from this one because of the 2, 5 pair. 9. 5 is removed. 1, 9. 9 it gets removed. 1, 2, 6 and 9. 1 and 9 and 2. 6 would be gone. 2, 8. 2 would be gone. 7, 8. 2 and 8 would be gone. 8, 8, 4. 1, 9. 9 would be gone. 9. 9 would be gone. 8 would be gone. 8 would be gone. This one's 2 or 8. That's 8. That would be 2. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. 2, 9, 7. 1, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 7. 2 is gone. 1 is gone, so that would end up being a 9. 1, 4, 7, 9. 9, 1, 1. 4, 8, 4, 8. 9, 9. 1, 4, 7, 9. 4 would be gone. 1 would be gone. 9 would be gone. Okay, 4 would be gone. A 4 here means that would be this way. 8 and 1. This couldn't be a 9 because I'd have a 9 here. That's a 1. So those two are 1.
Yellow in box 6 loses the 9 and
Right.
because of the, yeah.
7 gets removed.
Sometimes it must be so painful just watching.
Yeah. This is a 3, then that one isn't. Two 9 pair removes 9, removes 7.
Box 6, the Floating 3.
Moves floating 3. 1. No worries, Chip. I should have been doing this a long time ago.
Column
And
2, floaty 9.
9 gets removed from here. And I'm still, oh, if this is a 9, then this one would be an 8. So 8 to pair with that one. 4 gets that one out of the way. And then somehow this one ends up being a 7 in both cases. So then we can say 7. So that way.
In red, there's a
4.
floaty 8.
Red, that 8. Takes that 8 out.
And that's a 2 in either case now.
And an 8 in either case. Five. Excuse me. Choose on as an option. That's a 2, so that's not. So this isn't a 9, so that's a 1 in both cases. So this is a 9 in both cases.
The 9 in row 8. Yeah, there's a 9 in box.
Oh, right. That's a 2, so that's not. So this isn't a 1.
Column 8, where's the floaty 2?
Because this one can't be the 1, because it's there in yellow already. Alright, so we've got the connections there. 5 goes to 4, 9 goes to 8. This 9 does those two. So why is this all still superscript? It doesn't really help if I do that. It just matters about red. 8, 7, and 4 doesn't affect 1, 3, and 9. So what am I missing that differentiates this? Or did I mess up earlier in the puzzle? Well, turning the conflict checker on didn't give me any new information. Two, 4, 8, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 6, 5. 1, 2, to 1 or 3, to 2 or 6. 4, 8. 9, 8, 4, 8, 4, 3. Yeah. I could check it. I'm just confused as to what I need to do to disambiguate that or to say it's wrong. Well, I've got a snapshot of this, so 6, 9, 8, 2, 1, 4, 1, 8, 9, 7, 4, 5, 2, 4, 8, 4, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1, 9, 8, 4, 3, 7, 9, 2, 5, 8, 4, 1, 3, 9. Well solved. So that one is the solution. So what's wrong in superscript?
I'll put them in, and then
Right, 6 there. I still have all the superscript.
pick one.
I mean, if I just say that's a 3, then that goes to 9, goes to 1, goes to 9, goes to 1, goes to 3. So there's no disjoint set issues. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every row, column, and 3x3 box. Cells in the same relative position. So that's being checked right now. Cells separated by marshmallows are consecutive, and by Oreos 1 to 2. So check the Oreos. 4, 8, 2, 1, 3, 6, 4, 8, 8, 4, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 4, 3, 6, and 8, 4. And then marshmallows 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 7, 8. Chip, did I do something wrong, or did I find a second solution, or 2 extra solutions? I'm hoping I did something wrong, because but I'm not seeing it, because these are the ones that are bad. If I swap this and go 9, 3, 1, 9, 1, and 3. So yeah, it's just those there. But yeah, that one's good. That one connects.
Yeah, that doesn't affect any of the only thing that those yeah, it wasn't a unique solution. Oh. No, don't quit now. We love doing your puzzles.
All right, how do we go back to having so what's I mean, mistakes happen.
Yeah.
So the question is, what is there an elegant solution for fixing it? A white croppy dot there wouldn't do it.
It needs to
Here
be
might.
something. Yeah, but it wasn't the superscript that was.
Oh, right. So there wouldn't work. Here definitely wouldn't work, because it
Below
would
it
work
would,
for
though.
both of it.
The 5 to 4.
Yeah.
A marshmallow there would work.
Yeah, a marshmallow here, a marshmallow here or here. Black dot between column 8, rows 5 and 6. Well, that one actually wouldn't
That would go
disambiguate it.
either way.
Yeah.
Because 4 goes to 2 or 8.
Yeah.
It needs to be one that says it has to go to the center script and not the superscript.
Although one big question is whether or not it would provide extra information earlier in the puzzle. But I think because there's a few places where just a single white crocky dot or white marshmallow You can go there too.
Well, in column 9, you could put a black Kropke between the 6 and the 3 below it, but
yeah,
black
the
Kropkes tend
reason,
to be more early on.
yeah, and that's why I was thinking a marshmallow might be a little bit more productive. And actually, if we go back to where I don't have it all bifurcated, which gave me, I think, a 1 and a 7. Actually, if I duplicate this tab, will it give me the solution? And this is the wrong way. A black Kropke dot between this 4 and this 2 or 8 could go either way. Row 5, column 8, a 2, and row 6, column 8, 1. Oh, I looked at the wrong rows. If you did put a black Kropke dot here, or the black Oreo, which is what Chip Sounder said, I highlighted the wrong 2 digits. I did 5. I did row 4 and 5 rather than 5 and 6.
I was looking at the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a black dot here would unwrap it. Yeah, and if you did put a black dot here, since this is one of the least restricted, this is the least restricted cell in the puzzle so far. That would take out 7 and 9, and then since there's already a 6 in the puzzle, that would take out 3. You'd lose the 9 here as well, and then there's already an 8. So yeah, you get a 1-2 pair, 7, 8, and that would wrap the puzzle up. It's just whether or not that would give you extra information sooner in the puzzle from the very beginning. But it would at least make it unique there. It would give it a different solution than the embedded one. Yeah.
Well, that dot's easy to put in, I would think.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, we learned some stuff. Just gotta figure out which solution you want to go with for the final version of it, and we call it a test. And so we were
Beta testers.
exactly. Cool. That would be pretty cool. Do you let's see? Have you posted much on YouTube's go-to channel? Click subscribe on your channel. But yeah, if you make either a little video or just send a new link, I can post that on under this one. But yeah, with that, that is going to wrap up today, though. Yeah. Once you send me a new link with how you want this puzzle finalized, then I'll attach it to the video description here. Yeah. All right. With that, I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No.
All right. So that means I am going to go over to the stream end button. Everyone who watches this back, thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you'd like to see more content on this channel, that is going to be, let's see, Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. That will be Gunfire Reborn, as long as I can wake up on time. So I struggled with last week. But then next week, on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, that will be Sudoku. It will only be once next week. I had my calendar wrong. And then it should still be Monday and Tuesday of the following week. Yeah. And then going into the new year, I am going to take a 2-week break from scheduled content and then come back with a new schedule starting the week of the 19th. Make sure I've got Sudoku scheduled, single-player games scheduled, cooperative games scheduled in a way that fits my schedule a little bit better. But with that, I don't think I have anything else. So yeah. But yeah, also ring the notification bell. I've heard that helps. So yeah. But with that, I am out of here. Have a good night.